Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to work on my November budget, and for this I'm going to use the Planner Kit 94. This is sheet AC and AD. It's just the thick and thin washi. And so let's get started. I will actually put all the bill stuff in here. Alright. So first thing, I do want to make sure that I will have all the lines I need. And then alright, that should be good. Alright, so we're just going to lay this washi down. And I'm going to try to give myself as many lines as possible. So actually I think I don't know if you can hear my cat. He's a little upset with me because I won't let him go outside. It's really cold and windy, and we're supposed to get some rain tonight. So, okay, that takes up half of that line, but that's fine because I'm just going to use that to write my income on there. Let's see. Income estimated actual and plus or minus. Right. Okay, so my paydays for November, make sure I didn't, okay, are actually going to be October 30th and November 13th. I know that's a little bit strange, but I get paid 3 times in October, but I count this last October paycheck as my first November paycheck instead of counting it as like an extra check like a lot of my coworkers do. Just because I think that if you count it as an extra check, you're going to spend it like you have all that extra money. And that's just not usually how it works out. Like, my bills don't change just because I got paid an extra time in a month. So I think for this I'm going to use I think I'm going to use this one just because that's a little bit different. Alright, and so for down here, I don't know if I called them bills or expenses. I think I'm just going to put both. Bill, expense. And then budgeted, actual, plus or minus, just because I like to keep track of if I'm over or under on that. Alright, and this undoubtedly will just go all the way to the bottom, so let me zoom you guys back out here. And so I am just going to extend these lines all the way down. Okay, let's see, let's pull out my little cheat sheet here for my bills. So I've got my storage unit, which I'm hoping to have done by spring. Kinder Music, Wells Fargo credit card, Santander is my car loan company, Community Health, in there I will have my car insurance this month, and then Capital One. This month I'm going to do 2 of my PRA bills combined because they're both $5 a piece and they come out on the 16th and the 17th consecutively, so I'm just going to combine them. So Discover credit card, and that'll give me an extra line also, since I added in my car insurance for this month. Let's see, groceries and household. I kind of combine those just because I do all that shopping generally at one time. My allowance, sinking funds, and unbudgeted. That actually worked out perfectly. $20, yeah. Alright, I thought for sure I was going to have to put my totals down here on that like little, not really a line, but alright. And sorry, that's a little wonky because I've got this in the front of my budget planner. It's one of the planner pockets that comes with the life planner. I put the coil on it, and this is what I keep my receipts in for the month to kind of keep track of what I'm spending on what. So we'll just go through here, and this is $60, $65, and in October, I started adding in, I put my sinking funds and my savings as one category because if you look here, we're still in October, so this isn't done yet. I put savings as a sinking fund, and then I'm putting sinking funds as a bill. because I feel like that's the only way that I'm ever going to do it. And my car insurance is $206.31. And it's so high because I pay it every other month. So this, they're combined, so that'll be $10 instead of $5 a piece. That'll be 20. $10.27. $2.75 for rent, and that is so low because I live with my mom, and so she decided what to charge me for rent. It's super helpful. $150 for daycare. It changes every month based on the weekdays and holidays and such. I just budget for $150 because it's always just a little bit over or a little bit under that. Fuel, I did $70 for October, and that worked out pretty well. I did $150 for October for groceries. And let's see, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 20, 40, 60, 80. I'll keep this at $150 because on Mondays I like to pull out $20 and then have some left in my account. The sinking funds was $160 for the month. And then unbudgeted, of course, is nothing. And I'm just going to add this up off camera because I use my phone to film. And I didn't add it up beforehand like I normally do. So, alright, so there's my list of bills. And so now we're just going to go through and put them in my monthly view. Oh, first, I always try to forget these two parts. I want to add in this little orange sticker, little money sign. I think those are cute. I got that from one of my Erin Condren life planners. And then up here, I got this from Erin Condren also. It's the rose gold months. And I'm just going to stick that up there at the top. I don't think that's in the middle, but that's alright. Alright. And then, so we are going to fill this in with my bills and my paydays. So I'm going to put in my paydays, and this, because this isn't really color coded to anything except the blues, so I'm going to pull this dark blue, a light gray, and maybe one of these lighter blues. Alright, so I'm going to mark up here the 30th because that is the first payday that I'm counting. And then the 13th, and then the 27th. Alright. So for these bills, I've got, okay. Sorry, I feel like I should have had these written out before. I have October daycare, and I don't know that amount, but I'm going to put $150, and that gets confusing because I'll pay it in November, but it's, let me see, but it's budgeted in October. So that does get a little bit confusing, but that's fine. Like, it works for me, and you just gotta find what works for you. Do sinking funds, car payment, Community health, and my sinking funds, half of it is $66.50, $255.45, $50 for community health. Capital One, $25 actually. Let's see. Put those in. Discover is 20. I think I just need to keep these sheets in my cart and just order them with every order, or every other order, or however that works out for my Planner Kate orders, because I seriously go through these so fast because of the so many bills that I have. And yes, I could cut some of them out, but actually the only one I really could cut out and just not have is this Pandora, and I guess the Kinder Music, but my son loves that, so I'm not gonna take that away from him. Okay. And then on these dark pink ones that I have left over, I'm going to put my car insurance just so it stands out a little bit more. And then I do need another one for sinking funds, and then one for November daycare. Okay, so I'm going to put this one down first, and that is on the 13th. Alright. And these are both due on the 1st. And then that Friday will be October daycare, Wells Fargo, and I'll do my sinking funds then also. Okay. Let's see, my car payment pulls out on the 9th. Community health is on the 12th. I haven't even checked to see if everything's in frame or not. But let's see, I'm going to have to turn this because Capital One is the 14th. I feel like there's so much pink on here. Alright, almost done with that. Let's see. My November daycare, I pay that generally the Friday after my first check of the month. I'll pay for the month before. I guess I need to add another one for sinking funds because this is my first, this one will be my first check of December, but I like to just kind of have that on there so I can look ahead. That way if I have anything extra out of one of my first two checks, I can maybe pay something extra on something else. So I do want to put in one more sinking funds. But I'm not going to include an amount yet because my car insurance one will probably change a little bit because my premium is due February 1st, and I don't know if it's going to go up or down. And like my sinking funds now, this is $50 for 4 deposits to pay for this November one, not for really anything else. Here I'm just going to lay these stickers down because the green ones are for fuel, and I fill up my gas tank every Wednesday after payday. And if I need more than that, then I'll just add another sticker in there. And then I'll do these purple ones. They're for like my miscellaneous, but I think I'm just gonna strictly use them for like part of my allowance, which is basically what my miscellaneous category was. So I'll do cash allowance is 20. And that will cover if I like stop at a gas station for a soda or through a drive-through for anything or whatever it may be. It seems to be working really well. That way I'm not spending a ton on my card that is unbudgeted. And then I like to do grocery order and pick up. And I pick up on Sundays, which is when it charges my card. So I'm just going to put those down for Sundays. And one more. And then, let's see, Sundays for groceries, Mondays for cash allowance, Wednesdays after payday for fuel. And then I want to lay down this little, I have these from an old Erin Condren Life Planner. And I want to lay down this little reminder sticker for anything that I should pay, like for October. I put reconcile September because I didn't do like a check-in. I don't have like a formal like budget for like this or like this YMCA registration if I do that in October. But otherwise, here is my month view and then my budget. And as the month goes on, I'll start filling this stuff out. But anyway, I think that's all for now. So I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.